everyone, welcome to programming school. Today also I come up with one program. Just I'm going to explain the description and problem statement. Then I'm going to write the code. Okay, write a program to display prime number series up to the given limit n and find the sum of the series. For example, n is equal to 15. We have to print up to the 15. How many prime numbers are there? I'm going to print all the prime numbers, and I have to add all the values. That means 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 11 plus 13 is equal to 41. Sample input is going to be like this, and the output is going to be like this. That's it. Okay, now I am going to very simply I'm going to find if there is a n value is there, we have to print up to n. We have to print prime numbers, and we have to add the prime numbers sum also. Okay, for that, first of all, I am going to write. We have to know that how we are going to find a number is a prime or not. What is a prime? First of all, prime means a value that contains only two factors. For example, if you consider 17, factors of 17 is 1 and 17. That means 1 and itself. Only two factors are there. That values are known as prime numbers. Okay. For example, if you consider 100, how many factors are there? 1, 2, 4, 5, 100, 20, 10, 20, 25, 50, 100, right? There are 9 factors are there. There are 9 factors are there. That's why 100 is not a prime number. We have to find how many factors here, and is the number has only two factors, that is going to be a prime number. Now I am going to write a logic here. For example, if it is a 17, there is no other factor, right? There is no other factor, one and itself. Other than one and itself, there is no other factors, right? That's why we have to tell that the 17 is a prime number. And if you to check the factors of any given number, for example, if I take 100, I have to start from 1 and I have to go for 100 here. But there is no need to go for 100 to check is there any other factors, one and itself, other than any other factors. There is no need to check here. For example, it is going to be from starting from 2 to 50. Half of the numbers are going to be breaking here, but here there is no need to check half of the numbers also. Just when you are finding any number, any factors, you have to go for the square root of that number is enough. Why? Because if the 100 is divisible by 2, then how many times it is going to be divisible? It is going to be divisible for 50 times, right? There is no need to go for 50. I know that 100 is also divisible by 50 when I am at 2 here. Okay, and for example, if I go for 4, it is going to be 25 times. If it is 5, it is going to be 20 times. If it is 10, and it is going to be repeated for 10 times, right? In the same way, we have to calculate any other number, the factors we can check up to the square root is enough. In Python, to finding the square root of the number, we have to import a mathematical library. Okay, mathematical module here. For that, I am going to write import from math import star, or I can write sqrt also. Okay, now I'm going to write a function is prime of. I'm going to pass one number simply. I'm going to pass one number. I'm going to check that is the number is a prime or not. Okay, for that, I'm going to write here, if any number I'm going to take here, it is going to be written either true or false. That's it, either true or false. Okay, now I'm going to check sq is equal to, for every number I'm going to find what is the square root of that number, sqrt of num. Why I am going to take here int of sqrt of a number? For example, I am going to write here from math import sqrt. For example, I am going to write here sqrt of 100. sqrt of 100, every time it is going to be written a floating value. Square root of 27, for example, it is going to be written always a square value, always a floating value. That's why I'm going to take like this. That's why I'm going to take like this. Int of, I'm going to apply here int of. When I'm applying int of, it is going to be take only integer part of that number. That's why I'm going to take like this. Now I'm going to, for I in range of 2 comma sq plus 1. I'm going to write a loop here. For example, if it is a 27, 27 square root is going to be 5, right? The loop is going to be repeated for 2, 3, 4, 5 only. If any, the 27 is, if that 27 is divided by 2, no. Then I'm going to check that is 27 is divided by 3, yes. And then I'm going to return here, for example, if it is equal to 0, that means if number is divisible by the factors of any number 2, 3, 4, 5, then immediately I am going to return false here. I am coming out of the loop and I am going to return true here. Why? Because for example, I am going to take here, for example, 29. 29 is the number that for the 29, the square root value is going to be 5 only. And that's why I am going to take like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 29 is divided by 2? No. Is 29 is divided by 3? It is checking like this. Is 29 is divided by 4? No. Is 29 is divided by 5? No. And it is end of the loop and it is coming out of the loop, right? If the number is coming out of the loop, definitely it is going to be a prime number. Then only it will not divide by any number here. Okay. This is the square root method. For example, for the connection, if the number, if we pass any value that is going to be 1, I am going to return false. 1 is not a prime number. For that only we have to write like this. For n is equal to 1, we have to return true. We have to return false. Okay. Now I am going for the main case. For example, num is equal to, for example, n is equal to int of input of. This is the range, right? This is the range. Now I am going to write a loop for I in range of, I have to start from 2 to n plus 1. 2 to n plus 1. I am going to check every time. I am going to check every time. I am going to print here 2 also. If some is prime of I. If it is true, I am going to print that I here. That's it, nothing else. I am going to print that value. For example, if I am going to execute, if I am going to give 15, just observe here. Yes, it is printing, right? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13. Yes, it is printing. But here, but I am going to take some count here. When I am going to write some sum is equal to 0, I am going to take, and s plus is equal to I. I'm going to add all the values and I'm going to come out of the loop and I'm going to print yes. If I'm going to execute, if it is 50, the output is going to be 41. I have to print like this. I have to print an extra line, that's why I'm going to take like this. If it is a 15 and the output is going to be like this. And the output is going to be like this. Yes. Is it clear, everyone? It is not working perfectly. I want to print in a new line. Just simply print. That's it. No need to write like this. If it is a 15, yes, it's working perfectly, right? Yes. But here when we are checking that any number is prime or not, there is no need to check even numbers. There is no need to check even numbers. If the number is divisible by 2 or 3, then there is no need to check here. If there is any other number is there, then only we have to call it. I'm going to print here, I'm going to take here always 2 and I'm going to print 2. I'm going to print 2 here, for example, and I'm not going to check here, and I'm not going to check here. It is going to be from 3 here. It is going to be 3. 2 is an even number, but it is a prime. Now I am going to take here up starting from 3 to like this, and now I mod 2 is equal to not equal to 0, and I'm going to write like this. If the number is not divisible by 2, that means there is no need to check the even numbers here. There is no need to check the even numbers. Is it prime or not? Okay, only one value is there. The even number is prime, that is going to be 2 only. If you observe here, the output is same. The output is the same always. And here I am going to take end is equal to like this. I am going to execute it. I am going to execute the 15. Just observe here. Yes, the output is the same. The output is same as the previous one, but we are not going to check. The for the prime even numbers are not prime numbers. That's why if it is an even number, if it is not an even number, then only I am going here to check is it prime or not. Okay, this is the logic for to finding of a range in the prime numbers range, and we have to sum it. We have to sum all the values, right? That's it for this video. If you have any doubt, just comment here. Definitely I will going to reply you. If you like this video, just share to your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.